Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Tactical Breach Wizards, where today, perhaps, we finally conclude this very long tactical invasion sequence. It probably doesn't have to be this long, I'm playing kind of slowly, but I'm also not likely to stop. So, who knows, maybe this stretches into day 3. I guess let's find out. Alright, Kennedy says they're close to the content server. We just need to buy them a little time. Well, what's in here? The Armory. Now that we've cut off their reinforcements, they're going to send every chump who works here to grab a gun and fight us to the death. That seems like a terrible idea. If I worked here, I would definitely not take that order. So we're going to smash their weapon caches before that happens. Anyone they send to stop us just makes Kennedy's job that much easier. Well, making life easy for Liv Kennedy, maybe not the best way to sell Zan on this. Look, I'm on mission till that broadcast goes out. And I'm in the mood to smash some shit. Yeah, no, that makes sense. For real, though, what are the odds Liv Kennedy needs the help? Okay, so destroy 7 weapon caches in the next 5 turns and survive until the end of that time. That seems pretty doable. So we have 7, 8, 9, 10 weapon caches scattered around the area here. I'm assuming, given that all the door control terminals are close together, I'm assuming that we will have each one of them is linked to one particular door, and not like any of them would open all of them. Zan wants to finish with everybody conscious. That's probably pretty doable. Jen wants to deal with all the enemies. Banks wants to resurrect an unconscious hostile. It's probably not happening, if I'm honest. Destroy at least 9 more weapon caches by the end of this turn. Okay, that's interesting. There's no weapon caches in the main room. So in order to hit 9, we do actually have to get into all 3 of these rooms this turn. Is that at all feasible? Because, like, it's not just get into, but also deal damage in all 3 of these rooms. I mean, it must be, because otherwise it wouldn't be a goal up here. Okay. Let's think about this. So 2 of the rooms have windows. So obviously there's some broom breach stuff we could pull off. Getting into this room seems like it's going to be a real challenge. And then in this room, the weapon caches are broken into 2 chunks that definitely can't affect each other. So the only way we'd be able to deal with both of those with one person is like Jen hitting her chain bolt off of them. Yeah, that's a real challenge, actually. We might have to just skip this particular confidence goal. How on earth would you do this? So you can get Jen into the room with the actually, it's kind of interesting to note there are no doors into this room. The only way to access the control panels is via broom breach. So what, you hit the window, you broom breach into this room, break shit, broom breach back out into this room, and the broom breach puts you on top of the door for this. So that would let you get 6 pretty easily. The 7th one can be shot from the main room through this door. But it almost doesn't even matter because you have to get into this room to get 8 and 9 anyway. And once you're in this room, you have obviously an extra one. Yeah, I don't know. That's a fascinating puzzle that I think we're not going to spend a lot of time on right now. For the moment, let's try to fulfill this other stuff. We might come back to this level and try it, though, because that's a really interesting objective. Okay, so aside from that, we have a Chapel Shepherd. Buddy, Reactor Tracker Star Spell, how did you get yourself into this situation? You are so dead. Right, we don't get to foresee until we have committed to the room. I do think that kind of sucks. I mean, we might want to open with a with a broom transfer into this room, potentially. Just start getting the doors open, because we do have to destroy the weapon caches eventually. And if we're not going super fast, if I put her in there, I need a way to clear both of these guys out this turn for sure. Out of curiosity, if I move her up to here and then I broom breach through, does this guy have line of sight if I choose to? Yes. Oh, look at that, like right through the edge of the window frame. The shepherd can just barely see her in that position. That's very annoying. All right, so we might not do that then. Or we might just kill the shepherd first, right? I can do a pretty high damage charge, and then because he can't move, I could just follow it up with sensor slam. Like, what does that look like? Yeah, it looks like lethal is what it looks like. Interesting to note that it was enough to change Starspell's targeting. And then if I riot block here, have I put myself in a position where I get attacked? No, okay, we just save him and worry about this dude later. Okay, I like that a lot as a start. And then Zan can... There's not really a good way to predictive bolt here. The most obvious thing to do, I think, in a vacuum would be like to run to this column and aim down here and then push this guy back with Jen. But we can't do that because there is already another enemy already in that column. So yeah, I don't think Zan gets to do anything terribly special. Are these doors unsealable? They are. So that's a shepherd and a riot cop. That's very annoying. Alright, if I run here, I am able to deal damage to Chapel Tracker Manifold. But the big important thing about being in this position is that I am able to lay down support fire. So like if Jen static blasts this guy now, I believe Zan will finish the job, right? Yeah. Okay, may as well hit the laptop. And Jen is safe. That guy cannot deal damage to her this turn. So Banks just... I guess, hold on. There's no reason for Zan to do that from that position when Zan could do it from... Oh, never mind. I was going to say Zan could do it from right here and predictive bolt the door, but no, that's still not true because this goddamn riot priest. And Zan can't get to a position where he could... Yeah, I just can't watch the door. Is there a spot? All right, what if I ran to here? I'm going to play around with this a little bit because what I would really like to do is leave Zan in a position where he can try to predictive bolt that guy. So Zan can't see the one close to Jen, but if I do this, push into that position, does Zan... Yeah, the damage plus the push finishes it off, and then Star Pelt still clears the enemy before Jen is in trouble. So we can open this door, have Zan predictive bolt this way, and hope that this dude runs out far enough. And then we still have Banks. Banks has not done anything, and I think that Banks's play is probably just like run in here and just... The cocktail's not going to do anything on this guy. That doesn't help at all. There's no benefit whatsoever, but it also doesn't hurt. She doesn't have anything useful to do, so I will accept this outcome. Fantastic. It's a good start. Okay, no weapon cache is destroyed yet, but we're getting there. We're getting on it. Now, Gotta figure out these dudes. Next time we get a level up for Banks, I think I may take the bonus damage on the Spectral Skull. It would be so nice to be able to strip gas masks with it. Alright. So Jen can pop open either one of the other doors this turn. I'm trying to figure out, does she have a... I think the answer is no. She doesn't really have a good position to stand in to allow her to push. Yeah, again, Zan can't do Predictor Bolt in this column because of Delphinus, so that's making things more difficult. And Jen can certainly at least remove the Absolver, right? I could just move to here, cap this Absolver, and call that good, and honestly, it might be good enough. The thing is, actually, Zan can get him too. Zan's 3-round burst is unlikely to be super valuable against anybody else. And so that really does make me want to use it here. I do get shot a small amount. It's being pointed out to me. Alright, let me have Banks throw a sedative cocktail on you for the knockback. And then the support fire opens up, and that means it's now safe to do this, and all of a sudden Zan's looking like the biggest goddamn hero on the field. Okay, now we can attempt some stuff. But what? Well, we do have a pretty good situation here for a Death's Door. Yeah, if Jen runs to here, let's pop this door open. Then we have Banks step around Death's Door, like the wall right here. Jen can just push that guy in, right? And then we're still trying to figure out how to deal with the Riot Priest, but at least it's only one Riot Priest. Banks actually might want to just back up a little bit. Death's Door right there. Jen's got the juice necessary to just push that guy right through. And then, like, I could Sensor Slam and exactly remove his armor. I can back up. Actually, this might be enough damage, right? If we do this, back up, get a full speed charge, and then Sensor Slam him. Then the 4 damage from this dude is lethal, right? And it happens, yeah, before attacks go off. I like that. That seems pretty good. Zan hasn't moved yet. I don't know what I want to do with Zan, really. I definitely want to Predictive Bolt the shield guy. As for where I want him to stand while doing it, I don't know. Just run up the wall a little bit, get kind of central. Okay. This will scrape the gas mask immediately, which is huge. Got another Chapel Shepherd, which sucks a lot, and also he's blocking the door I was hoping to use for stuff. Alright. Hey, if I throw a sedative cocktail such that it hits the explosive barrel, it will push it, right? I think so. I'm wondering if... No, there's not really a good way to make this work via Banks, like just spectral sculling several of the weapons caches. They're just not positioned for that. Alright, so how are we going to cook this dude? Sedative cocktail right on top of him, which is barely through the window. That seems pretty strong. Because again, Zan will follow up on that. Yeah. And then I could throw a Gale Grenade or something. Zan... Honestly, Zan's 3-shot burst is probably not going to do a lot for us in other locations. Yeah. Let's just finish you off now. Doll can just do an extremely boring sensor slam for the win here. This does not lead to victory over this guy over here is the biggest problem, I guess. Right, because I can static blast him for 1 damage. It's not the end of the world if we lose our pal here, but it would be nice not to. I can charge from a very great distance. And then... I guess one thing I could do... Yeah, how about this? We could have Doll be the one who takes the book. Just swap this guy and then everybody get away from him. Because like I could run back here, grab intel, lethally charge that dude. And then... Oh, the swap doesn't even stop him from being able to charge Star Pelt. Well, that makes that plan not very good. And obviously, like... Yeah, maybe I need to just accept... Because, like, it's not such a big deal if Doll takes a hit from a grenade launcher or whatever, right? He's gonna burn my 0 mana. The other thing, I guess, is that we do have a Transference Resurrection available. That maybe is a way to break this guy down. What do we have next turn? Grenades, and an Absolver. It's not actually a very difficult turn. Yeah, maybe Banks grabs the intel. We do... Protect Doll, hit this guy. Apparently I move up slightly. There we go. And now... Oh, now Jen cannot finish him off. What the hell? Well, whatever. Now Starspelt can finish him off, so whatever, we're good. We'll just charge back to here because it's fun. Zan can continue doing this thing. Jen can probably blow up a weapons cache somewhere. No, she doesn't quite have line of sight to anything. Okay. Jen can move up here and open this. And then blow up a weapons cache. Nope. Okay, Zan's in the way. Seven more weapon caches in the next 3 turns. I mean, obviously Jen can blow up a weapons cache. It's pretty not great, though. If I Gale Grenade right here... No, it does not actually work. That's so weird. Because those two knockbacks should happen simultaneously, right? So this thing gets destroyed as she's getting blown out of its range. But for whatever reason, it doesn't work. Okay, well that's annoying, but I do think we gotta kind of get on this. So now that I've refreshed my movement, I'm going to Broom Breach myself. Into this room, I guess? Where I can make terrible things happen in future turns. Alright, it's pretty decent shooting. This guy didn't even get vision on a friendly. Okay, we don't have to do a lot of work to get this done. doll is in the unenviable position of probably walking up to a weapons cache and hitting it with a melee weapon. I think that may be the situation that we find ourselves in. Okay, we can break that one. Jen can make it to the doorway at least. Yeah, see, one thing that's a little bit of a bummer is when you mouse over a space, you get vision of which enemies can see, which enemies you have line of sight to from there, but you don't get vision of which, like, obstructions and stuff. So Zan could hit this from here. Obviously, it's problematic with that guy being alive. Yeah, I need to move Zan to a different position. But, like, there's no way I'm going to prevent this guy from getting a shot, right? Well, I guess, actually, though, Zan moving to a position where he has this shot is just fine, because he can see that dude. So when I throw the cocktail, Zan will respond, but Zan will not respond. I was really expecting him to perform the shooty. Why did he not do that? Does he have to have his action left? Because he can definitely see that guy. I guess actually the other thing is if I just kill the Chapel Absolver, then Starspell will probably kill this dude for us. So yeah, maybe I'm being silly and that's the thing to do. Just walk over here and flatten this dude. So sorry about the knockback. I could do that without the knockback, right? Yeah, we could, or without the extra damage on a friendly. Oh, no, right. These guys crouch down. That's why, because he has cover. That's why none of that stuff's working. Yeah, no, that's actually kind of a problem. But I guess it depends. It depends on some things about his position, right? Like if I move Banks over to here and hit him with the sedative cocktail that slides him this way, he's no longer in cover and he gets fried. Yeah. Then we pop one of those. We hope that the Chapel Shepherd chooses to run this way. And we need to destroy 4 more weapons caches, and that's without Jen having played her turn. Had I miscounted something? Wasn't it? Oh no, this was 7 weapon caches. That was 9. I was like, this actually seems very easy. Why did I think this is going to be a big problem? But yeah, it's because of that. Okay. Darn, Shepherd ran the wrong way. Okay, so we just have to blow this up by the end of the turn and we're good. Let's figure this out. So this time we do have the Shepherd in a position where I can get a predictive bolt off and do some very mean work. Let's have Doll come down here and do just a little charge, just a little baby charge. And then Zan is in position to False Prophet, which is always fun. Or to time boost somebody, which is equally always fun. And in fact, I wonder if the right play is have Jen blow this stuff up now and then step into the room, grab the intel, time boost her, and now we have a chain bolt available that can probably do some good work. Before we do that, I'm going to throw a sedative cocktail on this guy so when he gets pushed, he really gets pushed. Except that I don't really... you know what? This will work fine. This will work fine. Oh, I forgot that that was going to be... Huh. I wasn't thinking about the fact that Zan hadn't used his attack yet. Well, now that guy's in a position where he can't see anything. So it feels like we just kill somebody out here, right? Gale grenade for lethal, and then that means the reactor tracker will take the other dude down. And then we have survived until the end of turn 5. And we got confidence on the people who need it least. Hold on. Hold on, I can do this. So... Jen doesn't need to grab the mana. So you can probably see where I'm going with this. If Jen doesn't need to grab the mana, then we can grab intel here. We can have Jen run up here. Or wherever. Zan still time boosts her. Banks still throws the sedative cocktail, which causes him to get sidelined. Jen cooks this dude, and then Banks just resurrects an Absolver, right? That Absolver has cover for me. They're dead bodies. They don't have cover. Oh my god, you huge baby. Okay. We're going to have to slightly reconfigure my turn if I want this to work. That's so dumb. Yeah, this guy also has cover. Why does it need to have such short range? I got a question. If I had Zan do this... This guy can't see it happen, so he doesn't... Let me, Yeah, if we have Zan do this... Yeah, that guy doesn't shoot. So then I can finish him off with the Static Blast. And then I can Gale Grenade her to get her some motion. I'll do this in a way that doesn't harm our friend. Now she can pick a dude up, and she probably wants to just pick up... It feels to me like the move is an Absolver, right? Because if the Absolver won't actually take action. But unfortunately... If I stand here, can I... The Absolver doesn't have cover for me there, right? Okay. Oh, well, they're stunned and screwed up anyway. Alright, you get that shot, and then we're good. A completely meaningless move for a point of confidence. It's just Banks, like, keeping... She's making sure she still has it. You know, she hasn't resurrected a hostile person in a while, and so she wasn't sure. Okay, we've done everything we can to buy Liv time. Can we please go make sure she actually uploads? Alright, but we checked the perimeter on the way. Zan, you and I take the north route. The rest of you go south. Why are we splitting up? Why do we need to split up? Doesn't that seem like a terrible thing to do? Damn it, where's Zan? Liv and the druid are in there. We need to listen in. Didn't he give you his vessel? Yes, and I'm proud of you for remembering the term, but I suck at his eavesdropping trick. You have to imagine yourself breaching over and over and piece together the snippets you hear each time. All I really get is body language and tone of voice. Well, if this could be our shot at Liv, I have to know. Try? Okay. Blah, blah, blah. I'm Liv Kennedy. I'm mean to everyone, but I'm probably just scared of looking weak. Haha, Durian. I'm tall and mysterious, and my poison hurts like hell. Well, that wasn't the evisceration I was hoping for. I wear shades indoors, and I've failed to kill at least 2 people. Yes, drag him. I love how hungry she is. She's such a serious character, except she's so hungry for drama. She just loves this shit. Okay, I'm still sounding calm, but in a cold way where I might actually be angry. I sound like I'm being dismissive. Okay, yep, Jen was right. I'm angry now, and at some point I definitely say Medil. I'm still ignoring your tone, but my body language is kind of threatening now. Well, it sounded like I said cesium kimchi, but I'm guessing that's probably not. I don't think that's what he said. Yes, I heard this one. She said yes. Oh, that seems like a situation. Oh, okay. Well. Oh, Jesus, shit. What? She killed him. Huh. We just got word the broadcast's going out. Wait, seriously? So that was Kennedy, not you. Yeah. Jen didn't foresee anything. She just sat there trying long enough that the thing happened and she watched it occur. Yeah, but she also just shot one of her own, so I have no idea what's happening anymore. Well, Chapel are going scorched earth. They're going to destroy their own servers to stop it. You hold position. Zan and I are 40 seconds out. Wait, how many game turns is that? Okay, hold position like don't even go in there. Got it, easy. Well, we were going to breach without you, but there's a massive mech type thing in there, and it seemed like we would die. Yeah, siege cleric, tier 1 war machine. Now they're sweating. Well, I can see you're pleased, but can we actually defeat it? Do you have any spells that corrode, melt, or shatter tank-grade armor plating? No. Do they? You mean Liv's team? I think her hard hitter was the guy she just shot. Oh, well, this could get interesting. Okay, listen, I'm prepared to take on a mech, I think. Maybe? They offer us a hint if we need it. Okay, so prevent 10 reinforcements in total seems pretty easy given that all the doors are at 9. Finish by the end of turn 2 seems very strong. Have Dahl deal a total of 10 knockback. So what are we looking at here? Yo, that's 5 armor. Too large to fit through windows or death's door. That's annoying. 5 armor, 2 stability. And it's gas mask, of course, for the first 2 damage. How much damage do these mines deal? Doesn't say. Okay, so obviously one thing we could try is knocking the thing onto its own mine somehow. A thing I'm not actually sure of, and might become very important here, is how push is transferred through transference. If I give this guy 2 points of push, it hits him as 2 points of push. If that is then transferred to this guy, does it get canceled, or is it like already past his stability? Let's do a little science experiment. So we'll just kick open the doors here. We're going to throw a transference. I'm protecting you and targeting you. And then Jen just pops this dude. Does that guy go back 1 space or 2? Okay. So the stability does affect push applied to other people. That is going to make it very fucking difficult to move him. It's not impossible. If Dahl gets up a long enough run, it could still happen. Let me rewind a little bit more because we might want to switch up these positions before we breach. So there's a little bit of mana out here. We just plain cannot deal damage to this thing. Even Zan's predictive bolt doesn't get through that armor. If we can find a way to just deal 2 damage, we could throw the cocktail on and watch it die slowly from there. But like, what we really need to do is figure out how much. I mean, for one thing, let me just see what happens. If I choose to run over a proximity mine, does it give me a damage value? No, it just, hey, don't hint me. I'm not done. That's a really good point, but I wish I hadn't been told that. I'm just testing out. I didn't hit the hint button. Ugh. That's annoying. That's annoying that they hinted that to me, because I do think that's a really cool solution, and I wish I could have come upon it organically. Yeah, the only way we would be able to push the Siege Cleric onto one of these things is to use... We'd have to lure it forward some, and I have no idea how it's going to move on this next turn. It's entirely possible that it won't. That it'll just stay right there and continue to fill the screen with garbage. Yeah, that might be exactly what happens. The text here does hint, right? You'll need a specialist. I think I would have gotten there eventually, but we'll never know. So, okay. Banks needs to get to probably this mana, right? Let's start with that. I don't really know what I'm doing yet, but let's get this guy up so we can see what happens. Presumably there's going to be some dialogue about how Liv murdered him. Christ on a bike. How did that not kill me? It did. New job. Big mech. Kill it? Yeah, fuck it. I'm game. Wow, I can't believe that worked. I'm a people person. Yeah, I mean, if you are willing to bring someone back to life, they probably are feeling pretty indebted to you. All right, so what exactly does our man do here? Skewers a target, pulls them toward you by 3 tiles, which is processed as knockback, so stability will reduce it. Brittling dart makes armor and flesh brittle. Incoming damage is increased by their brittle count, then brittle is reduced by 1. Okay. Rabid bite, transform into a dog, run to and bite any enemy. They become hostile to everyone. Wow. Also, people don't shoot dogs. That's nice of them. We also brought him back to life with a mana, since when the ability is used on someone who is actually dead, it does restore mana. He can steal other people's mana. That's not super useful right now. Okay, so the idea is that we want to apply a lot of brittle to this dude slowly over time. I don't think that that's actually in the cards. We don't have enough mana to slowly apply a lot of brittle. I guess Zan can... Am I allowed to redeploy? Like, redeploy you here. Yeah. Redeploy Zan to here. Because if we have Zan move to here and do the predictive bolt, we can generate a point of mana for Rian to steal, which it seems like is going to be an important thing later. I guess I want cover from this guy more than I want cover from anybody up there. Okay, so that'll generate a little something for us. What this plan does not do is seal any doors, and I am definitely thinking that it might be worth spending a Gale Grenade to solve that problem. In fact, if I'm going to do that, we probably just want to move Jen to here, right? So we still get this successful thing, but then I can reset 2 people's move with the Gale Grenade. So Zan can run up here and lock this one up. And do I don't know what. Out of curiosity, this is not something we'll stick with, but if Dull were to perform this charge, okay, the explosive does go off during the charge. Sweet. Why does she gain a mana while getting? Yeah, it's not entirely clear to me why she gains a mana while running through there. Does she have an ability that she gains mana when she takes damage? It says it right there in the text. You know, I'm not used to that stuff being like rules text. Okay, that's an interesting option. We might actually want to do that. That might actually be the turn. All right, so Brittling Dart doesn't take an action. Impaling Vine on this guy would just kill him then. And then we want to get to like here and just flood this guy with brittleness. Trying to figure out what everybody else is doing. Jen has this move, but obviously I don't want to run up into charge range. And there's nothing I can do to bring Ossar down this turn, I don't think, so... Right, yeah, Dahl can't, as much as it would be fun to perform some kind of big push, Dahl can't get lethal. Or even close to it. Hey, what if here's a question. What if I have Dahl run in here? And then get move reset when we do this. I was gonna say if I can make it to here, then I could charge this guy out the window, actually. But sadly, it is not in the cards. That's as far forward as you could normally get. Can I redeploy you to here and get better? Yes, I can. Okay, so we throw the Gale Grenade on this desk now. Zan definitely still has the move he needs. Oh, I think that's just insufficient. Right, that's going to produce a zero value pushback. It does let me sensor slam him, but that's not useful at all. Yeah, and Dahl can't get any further forward than that. I'm so reluctant to use the other Gale Grenade, you know? But maybe I shouldn't be. Maybe, hold on. If I do this, run you up, like where does Jen get to? Jen gets to here. Run you forward to there. And then, or actually even here. And then Jen just drops a Gale Grenade. I wish she could drop it on her own feet, as I don't want to push her further from the door. But she's going to be fine. She's got this. Because I think this charge... No, this charge is only going to get us one knockback, isn't it? There is mana right there. Can Jen run? If I threw the push differently, we could get the mana and then do some like chain bolt shenanigans. I really want to get this Riot Priest out of here this turn. Yeah, because charging from here, I only move 2 spaces, so I get 1 knockback. So I would need to get to move again and then charge again, or... Well, actually, though, this is kind of interesting, right? If I do this, if I let Jen run up, I let Doll stand wherever. I don't think it actually matters. Like right here is perfectly viable, right? We Gale Grenade. Wait, sorry. We Gale Grenade to push Jen forward. Not that it matters. Doing this and then doing the charge locks you into this space between these 2 cabinets. So if I throw down the riot block, aren't you just trapped completely? Yes. And then I can charge over here and seal this door. And then I can seal this door. And then I can seal this door. There we go. That's a strat. Confidence for Zan. Doll's probably not doing the 10 knockback thing. It seems unlikely. Okay. Then we go transference, protect you, harm you. Rion's gonna hit this impaling vine. And then he's gonna run over here. Transfer some damage in a way that doesn't really matter. Riddling dart. Steal your mana. Thanks, buddy. Brittling dart. There's no point in you doing anything, so I guess we're good. And then those blow up. Okay, those do explode at the end of the turn. And then probably Zan runs forward and grabs this book. And then we do another steal, right? Okay, and he can't actually throw them into positions where they're useful. Okay, so let's have Zan grab this so that we can take it. And brittling dart. Incoming damage is increased by brittle count, and armor is lost like health. Okay. Now, we can have somebody grab this mana. I think we're going to have Jen just put this guy outside. At which point, we can safely remove the riot block. And then Jen can Broom Breach, and I think she would be visible to Rian. But I don't know... Like, how do I actually want to deal the damage? The other thing I'm really thinking of is just running up there with Jen and grabbing and doing a Spectral Skull. Because right now, 3 brittle... Try not to hit Rian with it. Yeah, this is unfortunate though. But I can't actually kill that guy. Again, the 3rd point of damage is so meaningful. Was I able to run? No, she's not quite fast enough to get there. Jen doesn't have her action. So if we grab the book, I can't do a chain thing with it. We could do an impaling vine. With 3 knockback, it will actually hit him. He'll lose some armor from it. It won't get through to his health. And then we can reapply it next turn. Like, it's slightly more efficient, I suppose, to hit him with the 4th point of brittle before we do anything else. I mean, Sand may, I guess, may as well do that. Hit you for 1, and now Banks could run forward and catch them both with the spectral skull in a way that's a little bit more interesting. Right, that hits him twice. Puts him in a terrible position. Rian can't move. And the bite won't quite do it. So we don't have a kill, sadly. Zan has an action that he can't actually use, right? Because he can't see that, yeah, the walls and stuff. So we almost did finish by the end of turn 2. Again, we don't actually, it's like, we don't care about Jen's foresight. And I don't think I want to do any of your actions. That was actually a pretty good skull. Okay, I really appreciate you not preventing me from getting adjacent to this door. So... Jen's static blast doesn't really do the thing. Like, we want actual damage at this point. Impaling Vine would pull him 1 space forward, allowing me to... allowing me to hit him with the weapons cache explosion, which is something. Banks can sedative cocktail him. I think that's probably worth doing. Alright, so now he's just bleeding to death. And then, like, she can just take the hit from the Chapel Cleanser, but it doesn't feel like I should have to, right? I think we can make a thing happen here. I mean, if we defeat the Siege Cleric, the fight might immediately end. So if I do this, and then Jen shoots him with Static Blast, that's just it, right? Yeah, and then it would be cool if we didn't have a death here. Rabid Bite just deals 1 damage. I mean, like, I guess. I guess I can just do this. Just defuse the mine and just run over here and take cover. It's fine. If Banks runs out now... Okay, that guy cannot see. What's his face? Although, I guess also I can't really... Sorry, I had to seal all the doors and take out these dudes. Both of those things have to happen. Oh, you can see me from there. That's problematic. And the riot block doesn't actually give cover, but it does allow her to take cover, right? Yeah. Okay, so now she's only taking 2. And Doll can, like... I mean, Doll could also prevent that damage by just making herself the close enemy, right? In which case, give me back my riot block. Yeah, because I could just... Oh, apparently he will shoot her no matter what if he's allowed. He does not just shoot at whoever's closest. Well then. Doll gets to do some useful stuff. Jen probably doesn't reveal herself. Jen broom breaches. And then crouches behind the thing. There we go. Alright, sometimes you gotta take a little bit of damage. Presumably. Okay, so this is pretty easy. We seal the door. And then I just hit you so hard that your ancestors feel it. And then this guy's like... This guy's kind of already dead. That suppressing fire, or that support fire thing, is so extremely good. I thought it was going to be pretty good when we picked it up. It has surpassed my expectations by such a large amount. We avoided fighting 51 enemies there. Oh, god damn it. There's 2 of them in there. Hi, Ryan. Nice to meet you. It might be Ryan. Nice to meet you. Can you help us take down 2 more siege clerics? What does it pay? I just brought you back from the dead. Well, if you did work without a contract, that's your problem. Look, sort it out later. We have to get in there and stop them before they destroy the servers. How many do we need online for the broadcast to finish? Well, 1 might be enough, but I don't want to cut it that close. Just protect as many as you can. While taking out 2 walking tanks, while our anti-armor guy is kicking up a pay dispute. Yes, good summary. Let's go. He is on side though, right? He's playing along? Okay. Alright, at least 1 server must survive, knock out all enemies, and reinforcements, and there's another siege cleric coming through that door if we don't seal it this turn. So we are sealing that door this turn, is my point. How are we going to... Well, I guess the answer is there's a hell of a lot of mana in this room. Breach. Oh, that didn't finish you off? That's disappointing. I mean, I can just whatever. Right, it's fine. Okay, that's a server. We care about that. Don't shoot that. Looks like no predictive bolt from me this turn. But I can just run in here and grab some mana for the thing that's going to have to happen. Okay, so the Siege Cleric does have the ability to just, like, do a melee attack. I'm probably going to want to redeploy Jen over to here, I think, because we want Jen to go through a window to be able to seal that up. But how would I... Okay, we're just going... The answer is we're going to lose some servers. There's no way we protect all of these. Yeah, that's just the way of things. Okay, what do we want Jen to do exactly? She's moving to here. Or, like, she's moving to here. Right? She's gonna static blast this dude. She's not. Frustratingly. She can grab this intel. Then she's gonna Gale Grenade herself to here to refresh her move, Broom Breach, and then take a move, and then probably have to Gale Grenade herself again, is my guess, to get over there. But in the interim, she gets to, like, grab shields, and she gets to grab mana and stuff. All right, Ryan is going to definitely be grabbing some mana. So Ryan's gonna kill this guy for sure. Just slap his head against the counter there. Zan, go ahead and grab that. I'm pretty sure we're just going to centralize all the mana, right? Oh, 1 use per turn. Well, okay, so we can centralize some of the mana later. For right now, Brittling Dart and also Brittling Dart. And then I guess we're not attacking you this turn at all. Does Jen want to... Is the broadcast server going to move when I do this? Fragile and movable. Okay, so if that's the case, I need to be cautious about how I throw this grenade, because this would kill it. Shit. I wasn't thinking about that. My plan revolved around me being able to throw this grenade right here. Okay, we don't need to save all the servers. We're gonna work this out. Okay, so if I move to here, grab this, and then Gale Grenade myself, that does give me the movement necessary to seal the unsealable. To seal the unsealable door. You know what? You know what? My own brain. Here's what I think about that. I can't believe they're making me fight 3 of these dudes. It didn't even occur to me that that might be unsealable, because that would be insane. Okay. Breach. So if we do a charge here, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's going to move him 2 squares. So he's not going to destroy all the servers against the wall anymore. He'll be here and he'll destroy these. And it's worth noting that that will cause an instance of damage. So if he was brittle at that point, he would already lose a stack of brittle. So I don't know that we want to... We might want to start brittling the one in the back first. The good news is it means there's no good reason to destroy this thing. Alright, let's breach with you. I think I do still want to do this. Yeah, things get really complicated. Alright, and then I may as well just charge you. That server was gone anyway, but now we've dealt with this. It's okay for Doll to get hit by that. I don't know how the timing of the 2 effects will work. If Doll will gain the mana and then it'll get drained, or vice versa, but we can solve it by just not letting this dude live, right? Although it's proving a little trickier than I was hoping to get a shot. It looks like Jen can take it from here. Alright, so I think Ryan's going to run forward. Somebody's got to grab me. Like, I need to make sure I'm using my steel mana every single turn. So let's start stacking up the brittling darts on that. I'm gonna have Banks grab this and hand it to him. The question is, how many stacks of brittle do we want for them to have before we hit them, right? And I don't know what the answer is, honestly. I am going to grab this with Zan. I think Zan is a good place for some mana to be. And then maybe we just predictive bolt down the thing. Cause a total of 9 bonus damage with brittle. That's almost certainly going to happen. Use resurrect on a teammate who has no mana left. Honestly, feels also pretty likely to happen. So obviously we could time boost somebody. I don't know that I have anybody that I want to time boost. Like we have people who I don't even think have a single meaningful action available. Right, Impaling Vine doesn't help anybody. Rabid Bite would let him move somewhere, but I don't necessarily see the utility. Okay. That's annoying for sure. So obviously, like 3 stacks of brittle is pretty good. That means you hit him with 2 attacks that do any amount of damage at all, and you're looking at a complete armor strip. Maybe 2 is enough? How are we going to keep any of the servers safe? This actually seems really hard. Because they can just throw these explosives, like they can just do this thing, right? And once a mine is down, it's very costly to remove. Like there's no sense in spending 2 actions to save this server. Seems completely untenable. Okay, if we put 2 points of brittle on this guy, which we absolutely could do, right? I could have Rian run over here, grab this, have Jen grab that, and then Rian eats it. Both of them are destroying both servers, so we can't save a server in this way at all. But what we can do is go Brittling Dart. Yeah. I don't think it matters which one, really. Brittling Dart twice. Then have Doll come here, do a 1 square charge, which is not going to do any pushback, but is going to remove some armor because it's just a damaging attack. And then the second strike removes the rest of the armor. And now this dude's killable. In theory. Actually, hold on. Before I do that, let me move Zan forward for the turn. Because we can get some support fire on that. And get some real suffering in there. I shouldn't have Zan do support fire, right? This would do 1 damage and it would cleanly move you through. That's a little surprising. I was expecting that to be a bigger problem. You can't actually. That's a little frustrating. Doll, do you have to be like right in the way? But see, if we'd put 1 more stack of brittle up, I don't know, it wouldn't have changed things that much. And obviously, because these things are both dead this turn, we're not in a huge hurry to kill this guy. Just getting him de-armored is, I think, important enough. All right, this guy's got 2 points of armor missing, so let's talk about that. I could false prophet and then shoot him, and together the 2 of them would do the damage necessary to completely strip that armor. Just barely, though. Right, it'll do 3 damage and then 2 damage, and that'll completely consume the armor, and he'll still have a gas mask on. The other thing I could do is use Resurrect on Zan here. Do a Resurrect transference thing and strip 4 of this guy's armor on the first shot, except, no, it would strip everything, right? Because it'll be 4 damage incoming, which will get bumped to 6 by the brittle, which will eat all of his armor and 1 point of the gas mask. This always does 1 damage. There's no way to improve that. How much damage do you swing for? 5? Okay, y'all. I'm seeing maneuvers here. I'm seeing unfortunately a play that requires me to unwind a lot of the turn. Because if we had done this, I wasn't thinking about the pullback. If we had done this in the other order, if we had wiped out this guy's stuff and got him down to 5, then a pullback on this Siege Cleric, because he acts first, would allow him to deal the 5 damage, the 5 remaining damage to that one, and that would mean the servers don't die. But it requires us to back the fuck up. Yeah, to here. So we go Brittling Dart, Brittling Dart. Doll executes again the 1 tile charge. I'm going to run Zan up to the support position. 1 tile charge for 1 point of damage, improved by the brittle. Okay. Then we sensor slam you. Then Ryan. Okay. I think I need Doll to move, unfortunately. It's kind of annoying. Or I need Ryan to move, I suppose. If I static blast you, I think actually that's okay, and I don't think we have a play with her static blast aside from that. Ooh, I don't love that. Obviously, this is somewhat problematic because it means Doll is dead. Yeah, maybe I'm just spending a Gale Grenade, honestly. I was trying not to, but I think it's got to be the case. So yeah, let's do it. Let's Gale Grenade here, I suppose. Ryan's taking a point of damage. Not much we can do about it. I think it's better than any of the other positions. Now, this does mean that Ryan can run over and grab some mana of his own afterward, which is cool. I don't really know where I want you to be, honestly. Just kind of somewhere where you can kind of central, I guess. Somewhere where you can potentially run and get a nice long charge. Okay, so he will deal lethal damage on action 4, preventing action 5 from occurring. Now Ryan gets to move to wherever he wants, and I think it's going to be right here. We'll just grab this mana up. Zan. Hold on. Sorry. Zan should probably take his shot before we do that. I am not going to have him spend the mana, I don't think. Because we still need to strip 2 more guys. Yeah. I think we'll just bleed you a little bit. Then Ryan runs over. Ryan could use his rabid bite to get the rest of this guy's armor off. There's not really a lot of utility in that. Because it doesn't, if it removed the gas mask as well, obviously that would be meaningful to let Banks get a more important sedative cocktail off. But as things stand, she still kind of doesn't get to do anything this turn. She gets to run forward, I suppose. Do I want to throw down my riot block? If I stop this guy from moving in this direction. I mean, my big concern is if I stop this guy from moving in this direction, he's just going to fire mines next to the servers, and I don't think I do want to do that. But I probably don't want to put her in a place where, like, let's put her here. Oh no, that's right. He doesn't fire. They don't fire the mines so that they're directly threatening members of the party. So actually, this might be a really good spot for her to stand in, provided that that rule holds. Yeah. Okay. And then she still has an action, but I don't think I can use it for anything. You still have an action, but again, I don't think it actually does much for us. Yeah, I don't really want to just like static blast randomly, so I think we're good. We lose a server to mines, but that's not too bad. Got dudes cracking each other over the head with massive clubs. Okay. So that one, this one's like much more savable, right? We can spend an action very easily getting rescues. You're attacking nothing because you just kind of ran out of stuff to do. And we're in position to try the same thing over here that we did last time. Right? You want to... Riddling dart. Sorry. Doll has to move first. Doll moves to here. You hit that. Oh, the brittling dart's a little awkward for you. I guess all the way to here. Makes sense. Alright, then we lift some mana from Zan to apply the other brittling dart. Doll does this. And this. I'm hitting the right target, right? No. Hold on. What am I doing? I want to pull back the one that says 4. I want to be hitting the one that says 6. Also, I'm pressing the wrong button when I mean to rewind. I'm all discombobulated here. Okay, this is the one we're hitting with a bunch of attacks. That's the one who's getting pulled back. So, Ryan... I'm going to take the mana from her, I think. Now that I'm looking at it. Okay, brittling dart and brittling dart. The movement is a little awkward. Ryan is just a little bit further this way than I would like for him to be. Okay, in any case. All of this support fire going. So now we got to try to find a position here. Like, does impaling vine here isn't going to work? So I'm gonna have to use my other gale grenade, which is fine. We probably will not need to do this again. Out of curiosity, Jen cannot get into a position where she can boost him in the appropriate direction. Sadly, if she could run one space further over, There's no windows on this side. I can't use a breach to get us where we're going. Right? Yeah, there's no way to do this. Okay, so Ryan just runs over to here. We throw a gale grenade. I'd love to not affect the server. Alright, that allows Doll to move somewhere else, which we're going to want. Maybe over to here? Honestly, that's probably a piece of intel that we will keep. Swapping one of these guys' positions is probably really good. And then Ryan... Actually, at this point, can make the pull from here, and it's just fine. But we still have to use the... Like, we're still doing all of that, because we're still using the Gale Grenade. You're just going to run to a more central position as well. You don't have a Static Blast, and that's fine. It's a shame you can't get in position to disarm anything, but I think Banks doesn't have a meaningful move this turn either, so that's a very reasonable defuse. This one we certainly don't have the double defuse for. Yeah, you just don't do anything. Okay, Zan probably... I guess I'm going to run up here and do the predictive bolt this way. My guess is that this guy's going to run back around to here. But I can't put up a predictive bolt that will affect that in any way, so is what it is. Alright, server down, bad guy down, and I'm feeling pretty okay about our position, honestly. Okay, this guy's actually not even attacking. He doesn't have anything. So this is easy enough to prevent from becoming problematic. Do we want... No, I think I want to just do the Impaling Vine right now. It's going to waste Zan's attack, which I don't think I want. So I think I'm going to move Zan to a position where he can, where he can't see that. Yeah, we'll just do that for this turn. So where were you when you started the turn? The Impaling Vine from here works, right? Well, it will once she moves. Yeah. Okay. So we move Zan around to here because I'm going to have Zan obviously work on this guy a little bit. Put you down, and that way we can use Ryan's move to grab intel. We'll probably, I guess, just start applying Brittle now. I am going to steal your point of mana. You can go get another one. Okay, so now you're ready at least. We can begin work on you when it is time to begin work. I'm gonna hit this guy with a meaningless attack just to get Zan to shoot him. And then Zan is gonna shoot him some more. 1 point of damage is not very useful. I think I'm actually going to false prophet and then do this. Because now Banks can hit him with the sedative cocktail in a meaningful way. And I guess it got that guy too. Doll's turn is just run down here and defuse a mine. That's not a server, so I don't actually care about that. And Banks could relocate, I guess, but not like... You're fine. You're fine. Okay. I'm happy with that. Once again, I'm pretty sure Banks is just defuse this mine. Dahl can actually deal a very significant amount of damage this turn. Wait, did you... Hold on a second. Shouldn't the charge... Yeah, for whatever reason it doesn't... I guess I misunderstood a thing about brittle there. When a target is brittle, incoming damage is increased by their brittle count. Right. So the damage you're taking here should be increased by 2. And armor is lost like health. And each attack removes 1 brittle. So what should be happening here is this comes in, it deals 1 damage, which is increased to 3, strips 3 of his armor. That costs 1 point of brittle. And then the second thing that happens is he hits this, which should do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 minus 2s, which should do another 3 damage, increased by 1, so that should be 4 points, which should strip the rest of his armor, and then the last point of brittle is lost, right? For whatever reason, it's not quite working that way. Oh, sorry, no, do defuse this mine. All right, let me change up something about. So this will do 2 damage. Well, this won't quite clear. Shoot. Hey Zan, you want to grab a point of mana for me to steal? I think what we're gonna do here is just apply an extra stack of brittle. Okay. Hey Zan, you want to stand over here while you do that so that you're visible? Yeah, I'm not convinced this is working the way it's supposed to be working, but whatever, it's fine. So now I'll do this. Yeah, and then you... 1, 2, 3, 4... this isn't quite going to push him into the electric wall, is it? Well, whatever. No, it's fine. I was just thinking, you know what? If we hit him with the cocktail first, I'm not rewinding the turn that far. We can get right up on top of him and just be ready to clock him with the sensor slam next turn. You can probably not move through the grenade or through the explosive. That would be ideal. Just static blast this guy just to push him around, show him who's boss. Actually, I can... No, I'm not next to the window. Yeah, I'll just push him around to show him who's boss. Okay. A lot of empty swings. And then this turn we should have a pretty easy kill, I think. Right, you have all of your knockback armor still, so this won't damage the server. I really was not sure how we were going to survive this. All Banks ever gets to do is diffuse mines now. Oh, right. He's going to be over there by the... Well, it's fine. And then Zan's actual turn will bank him off of this thing and kill him. All right. I know how free movement works. Thank you very much. Okay, that got a little complicated, but we got there. Ryan certainly did cause at least 9 damage with brittle, and I never did use resurrect. It's fine. 10's probably enough confidence. We got to check out her outfits. So we did it. Yes, and now there is much running, and I guess we gained a team member in a maybe more permanent fashion than I was expecting. I kind of thought it was just going to be for that one battle. Cooperate professionally with the other team. Look, surely this one is not on us. I'm very curious what the actual content of that conversation was. I guess Ryan didn't want to complete the job, and then Liv shot him so that she could, or maybe she did it and then shot him. Maybe she did it just to leave him for us, so that he would join us. Maybe it's a whole complicated double, triple cross. It feels like it could be. It feels like maybe that's exactly what's happening. Now I'm concerned. Okay, perk points. So there's certainly something to be said for +1 damage on this, often allowing us to get 3 points of damage. As we have seen, 3 points of damage is a pretty magical number. Time boost on multiple targets is probably the winner. Predictive bolt for 5 damage is also kind of cool. But I think it's got to be time boost on multiple people. Although it's really hard not to want to use all of our mana on false prophet, so maybe spreading my points across multiple things that cost mana is not a good idea. It's like, what if supportive fire multiple times per turn? That's probably the right move. Doll gets to probably take a charge increase. I mean, 2 points of extra damage on Sensor Slam, bringing it to 5. That's quite meaningful. No limit on how many times Rampage can trigger per turn, so as long as you're hitting someone, you can optionally pass through targets. Way more knockback most of the time. Momentum's not bad. Swap for free. If enemies are targeting you when you swap, they'll shoot the person you swap with. That's kind of cool. And this is the only thing that Doll uses mana for. Yeah, I think it's actually pretty tough. The Sensor Slam upgrade's really, really good. But let's do the panic, because I love it when enemies shoot each other. And then you get to hang out and okay, +1 sedative on the rabid bite is interesting. After the vine deals damage, apply a brittle. Ooh. Targeting open ground within 3 tiles pulls you toward it. That's pretty funny. I feel like Brittling Dart immediately destroys gas masks. Gosh. Yeah, it's that or the Frost Fingers. Frost Fingers, having a free way to apply brittle, no mana cost way to apply brittle seems way too powerful to skip, right? And then we're just going to have a quick look at some outfits here. All right, you are able to buy up to anything. You know, Blackout's not a bad look. I kind of think I might stick with WizTac. You have gained access to a tier of stuff. And there's some good stuff here. I do think this is a very strong look. Death MD is without question the largest number of skulls, so I think we're just waiting for that, honestly. You have got access to a bunch of your stuff. I do like the oranges. I like the pink as well. I kind of wish... Is there one that combines the pink and the orange? Oh, that's rad. That's also very rad. I mean, you always have the pink coming off of the quote-unquote sensor. You know what? Broadwave is very strong. I can't even see what Ascender is. Yeah, give me this. Give me this. And then, you know... That's powerful. A man walks into a party dressed like this, you know he is not afraid of anything. The WizTac is okay. The Toxic is really strong. I kind of feel like we got to put him in this just because it's the thing he would like the least. And I think that's about where I am with him. This one's neat, though. We're probably doing, yeah. Concerns for the future. For right now, my concern is ending the episode. That's going to be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. When you come back next time, hopefully, we'll take down more than half of a mission. I can dream, can't I? And we'll see you then.